Hey, how's it going, guys? Jackson here with Toasty DIY, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mikit DK65 mechanical keyboard that is from the company Mikit. This keyboard right here is already really cool looking. We actually have our rotary wheel, and we also have a slider, which can be used for volume and brightness, and also a couple other things if you set it to do so. Another thing that's cool is this keyboard is wireless, and it can use 2.4, or it can use Bluetooth, or you can just wire it with the USB-C. It's included, and it is a detachable USB-C, so you could actually have your own custom cable. So let's go ahead and get this keyboard open. We recently did a video on the Mikit build-it-yourself keyboard, and we actually got the white sage version, and that came with the brown switches. This one comes with the Gold Pro red switches, which I'm very excited because the browns were already really nice. I've always been a red switch fan, so I think I'm definitely gonna love these. Here's some product specifications if you guys want to see any of those, but we will be talking about that stuff later on once we do some B-roll of the keyboard. We did get the RGB version, which should look pretty cool on this gold and purple layout. We could probably set some really cool color schemes, but they always do really good packaging with this stuff. Like, it always astonishes me just how good it is. We have Mikit say hello to the DK65, and they actually give us some pretty good instruction. It tells you how to change the modes between Bluetooth, wired, and 2.4. And normally when you plug these in, they just work, which you kind of expect with a keyboard. It also shows you your whole entire layer as far as using the function layers goes. So you can go between like your F1, F2, or just the normal 1 and 2, because this is a 65%. So naturally, you're going to be missing your actual function row, and you have to be able to use layers. We also get some really nice stickers, which I know here at PC Bros, we love using these stickers and putting them all over the place. And then we have our warranty guide right here. And then we have the actual keyboard, which normally their keyboards come with a couple other things. Let's see what we get in the box. So it's glued to the bottom. It looks like we have I think we got a white cable. And it looks like our dongle is actually just kind of laying in here. Some of these keyboards will actually have like holders on them. I'm assuming this one's not one of those since it just comes in the actual kit, but here's the 2.4 gigahertz dongle. It comes with a switch and keycap puller because this is a fully modular keyboard, meaning it's hot swap, so you don't need to do any soldering if you want to change out switches. And then we have a pretty nice USB-C cable. It's not braided quite like the other one was, but still a nice cable. And like I said, I do love USB-C interface because the cables are so prevalent now since most phones and tablets are starting to switch to USB-C. This is a hot swap keyboard, so you can take the keycaps off, you can swap those out, you can swap out the switches. There's definitely a lot of different things you can do when you have a hot swap keyboard, and ooh, that already feels really nice. So the slider is a nice smooth slide. And you can kind of feel from top to bottom. And then the encoder wheel has a nice click to it. You can also actually press the encoder. I don't think, you can't press the slider, but you can press the rotary wheel. And then those switches feel very nice. Stabilizers, as always on any Iqunix or Mikit keyboard, are very smooth, no slap or anything like that. So they always do a really good job using very nice stabilizers. They've pre-lubed, from my knowledge, from the factory pretty much all the switches. I've even seen them put lube on the actual stabilizers, which most companies do not do. The actual keyboard itself is mostly like a polycarbonate or plastic, like ABS of sorts, which, like I said, we will talk about this some more. We have this nice little branding here, Mikit 65% mechanical keyboard, our USB-C on the other side. Now on the bottom, we actually have flip-up feet. I love having flip-up feet, and those are some nice flip-up feet. And then you can see some more branding back here. We can change between our different modes. And I don't know if this keyboard comes, oh yeah, it does actually have some charge to it. So right now it's just on Bluetooth pairing mode, but we will get it plugged in just a sec and we'll see what everything looks like. But yeah, super clean looking keyboard, has a good heft to it as well for it being to 65%. So now let's go ahead and get it plugged in and see how it looks. All right guys, so we have the keyboard plugged in. It is gonna be pretty hard to see the lighting because the lighting is definitely a little more subtle on this keyboard, but you can definitely see it kind of in between the keys. And once we go to B-roll, it will be a lot darker, so I'll really let you guys see it. But one thing that I really already love about this keyboard is this actually, as of right now, changes the brightness of the LEDs, which I think is just super fun, very unique. I know some people really like to change their keyboard lighting a lot, so this is just a cool little fun feature. Another thing I really like is you do not have to use any software if you do not want to. So just holding down the function, I know between V and N you can change the speed of the lighting. You can go between like full RGB, and then if I go to, I believe it's, shift and then enter, we can go through multiple different RGB modes. So now that we've taken a look at the keyboard, we've seen everything that's in the box, let's go ahead and do a typing test, and then let's go ahead and get some B-roll so you guys can see what this keyboard really looks like. So now we're gonna go ahead and do a quick typing test on this Mikit with the Gold Red Pro switches. Alright guys, so now that we just did a typing test on those Gold Red Pro switches and they sounded really good, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Mikit DK65 Currant keyboard. So it comes in at $709 at the moment. It has a 5-star rating with a good amount of reviews. And so some of the features are it's a minimalistic design, which is trending and eye-catching, of course. It is gasket mount PCB, meaning you're going to get a really crisp typing experience. You're not going to get a ton of like background stabilizer noise. It just sounds really good. It really dampens the sound really nicely. You have a rotary knob and a slider for volume and brightness control. It is hot swappable, so all these switches can be taken out and replaced with any cherry style switch that you could possibly want. It has tri-mode connection, meaning you can use Bluetooth 5.1, 2.4 gigahertz with the USB dongle or wired USB-C, and it does have seamless switching between all three of those. It has a really long battery life of 50 days with a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and that's of an average use of 8 days under Bluetooth connection with the backlight off. Now, your actual usage may vary if you actually have the lighting on and whatnot, or what brightness you have it at. It's a 65% layout, which definitely helps save a lot of desk space. Multiple angle adjustments where you can put the feet down. Some of the keyboards that are nicer don't have any feet at all. Actually, most of the ones I've seen don't. So it's definitely nice that they do include that option. They're PBT double shot keycaps, which are shiny, look proof. You're not going to get any of that really nasty like smudge, especially if you decide to eat around the keyboard. You also have RGB backlight, which is 16 million color RGB effect. You do have an in-key rollover that's unlimited press, and you have a detachable cable, so you can get a nice artisan cable if you want. And so once again, to go over the actual specs, it's the DK65, which is a 65% ANSI layout. It is a mechanical keyboard with a 12-month limited hardware warranty. The case is made of ABS. The dimensions are 362 millimeters long by 112 millimeters in width, and then 36 millimeters in terms of the actual depth. And the actual weight is about 790 grams. It has 68 total keys. They're Gateron style switches. The keycaps are PBT, they're cherry style, and the legend printing is double shot. They are top mounted, so you can actually see the letters really well. And then it uses cherry plate mount stabilizers. The response time is 1 millisecond wired and 2.4 gigahertz on the dongle and 8 milliseconds for Bluetooth. The polling rate is 1000 hertz wired and 2.4 on the dongle, or 125 hertz if you use Bluetooth. And the battery type is lithium polymer batteries, and it's a 5 volt 1 amp input power. It's compatible with Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android. And you guys saw what all it came with earlier. So for 109 bucks, you're getting a fully built keyboard that's very artisan. It is very, very nice. It definitely feels like one that you could build yourself at home, that you'd spend a couple hundred, maybe even a few $100 on to get this nice of a sound and this nice of a feel. But you have to remember, this one just works out of the box. It has a warranty, and it's just a very, very nice build quality. So overall, I definitely give this one a thumbs up. So check out some of the other keyboards that Mikit has to offer. Also check out Iqunix. We love both the brands, and we also just love using their keyboards. We're pretty much all just using Iqunix or Mikit at this point around the office. So definitely give them a check out and link in the description down below. Check out our main channel, Toasty Bros, and also our other side channel, Toasty Clips, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.